from server 73, and in this video we are going to take a deeper look into the new Chaos Fufei. We finally have one player in server 73 who finished her, and I want to check some reports and compare her with Theodora, if it's worth to just swap her, or like what usually all the whales are playing now is the combination of with Theodora. Why is it so good? So and if it's like possible for everyone to just play the backline of two healers. First, we're going to take a look into the TOS. There was yesterday the fight of Aroha and Daddy. Aroha is the one who just finished Fufei. So we have one fight, the first attack. She was still running Theodora, but not with the skills you usually run. There's missing like String of Life, Vitality Touch, Purification. This like this combination is actually what you run on Theodora. That could be also a big reason why the game was lost versus Daddy, because she has a big advantage over him. That is Theodora's heal versus the Blade Vortex damage. So that will be also a big factor. I will go deeper into this later in the video. But yeah, let's just check the rest, because she won 4-1. That was the only fight she actually lost. So from now on, she was playing, from the second round, she was playing Fufei, and also with Spring of Life and with Energy Shield, very important. Also in combination with Charles with the shields. As you can see, that's like typical for Charles. He always out heals Zenobia. But let's check the other side. Okay, that was pretty close. Elegant Dancer, that's her skill. What is actually very interesting, her effect says recovers all allied troops, so it's a mass heal, a recovery rate of 300%, and additionally there's a 100% chance to remove all control effects on them and grant them immunity to all control effects for 3 seconds. She's using the exclusive artifact, so it's increased by 3%, so 6 seconds, 3 seconds, not percent. So it's 6 seconds in total. What is very interesting is it working always versus the Himiko Exa? That is what everyone was actually asking, because the control effect, everyone knows Loki is a control effect, and that's a perfect counter for Loki. That is what we know. We'll just slow a bit down when the energy bar of Himiko is moving. Okay, from now on, let's check if the first one is hitting. Okay, the point is, now you could see that Fufei was already casting her skill already. So it is pretty difficult, because she has a super high energy regeneration. I didn't see it before too. Now again 6 seconds. The point is, what I'm missing here is we have the new battle buff overview since the new patch, but we can't see the control immunity. That is something that should be included, because that will be very interesting. To have her skill here too, so you can just see if you have long gaps or not that long gaps. But yeah, as usual, I have to count the seconds. Like you can see now, now I don't know if the skill is up or not, but you can see that here she's a bit behind Himiko, and we can see if Himiko is maybe hitting one of the backline. Yeah, you could see it. She was a bit behind Himiko in the energy regeneration, so she still exiles when the skill is not like ready or up. That is actually good to know. So you need a perfect setup for Himiko, and you need like a lot of luck to just hit her. She's also running Fighting Master on Fufei. That is pretty good, but it doesn't help versus Himiko. That is what we know. Maybe you can also just remove Fighting Master. That could be also a test, because she has a high energy regeneration, and 6 seconds is like quite long. Okay, so we know what we wanted to see, we already saw. It is still working versus Himiko, but only when you have like a good, yeah, when you have like a good RNG with the gap of the energy regeneration. This is pretty nice to know. We can speed it up. The big advantage is Daddy is not running Theodora in his Earth, otherwise it could have make a little difference. Let's just double check also the damage, like Blade Vortex damage. Yeah, it's like not existent on his items. Oh, but she's not running. But she's not running Theodora. Okay, anyways, that is not what we want to speak about. I was just mistaken. Okay, so this is quite good. Himiko is still working versus Fufei, but Fufei's energy regeneration is really high. It has 151.6 with the extra regeneration of 27.6% when she's like developing the artifact of 255. It's gonna be 30%. This is huge. It's really a lot because normally when you have here like a 5-5 of a normal exclusive artifact, it's I think 20-25%, something like this. Okay, great. This is a very good result. Now we want to, that's the wrong one. We want to check the difference between some healings. So yesterday I was checking her one time. I didn't see her more often, but we will just see when I'm still running Athena and Theodora. I'm not going for Fufei soon because I am completing Poseidon first, and I will also explain you why. You can see 28 million healing, most likely from the energy shields, and the divine gift is her skill. It's almost the same, and she has the elegant dance. 31 attempt. This is pretty high. I have 25 of the skill of Theodora. I'm also not running Surge. I'm running the Shining Light, the extra healing. Look, the energy regeneration is like double from Fufei. This is huge, a lot. I have 81.8 and she had like 151 now. So, but it's still pretty close. That was very surprising, to be honest. I thought her, because the recovery rate is 300 and she has no additional healing, and Theodora is also 300, but she has, if the target's health points is less than 50%, healing effect is increased by 100%, and also the EA says that it's from 65%. So when my troops have 65% or less troops or health points, then the healing is increased by 100%. This is why she's still the better healer. But we had some reports where I think where she out-healed my Theodora. We will also see why. Look, 38 million healing. This is really a lot. Let's have a deeper look. Let's speed it up. Aurora is also not running no escape. I mean, that would make probably a little difference, but it's also a disadvantage when she's hitting Manko. I want to see what happened to my Theodora. Maybe the stuns could be... Look, the first healing she got stunned already, now she got again stunned, confused and stunned. Okay, this is quite interesting, because then that explains why the healing was so less. I don't even know if the healing for the enemy team, because now I was healing the enemy team, is yeah. And also that always my Theodora got confused. That could be the game changer, because I think that doesn't count like as a real healing for my team when I heal the enemy team. Okay, this was pretty impressive, and that also explains the but I think my Earth then did a great job. Yeah, I think that is what we should pay attention to, like the healing that Fufei is doing. Let's check the other report. I won here. That's like 30 million to 70 million. That is way less. And let's see if she didn't change anything. This is quite interesting, because then you have like a big RNG in her healings, and that explains also why you don't really explains also why you don't really exchange Fufei with Theodora in a holy, for example. Like 514 average healing in the first report. In the second report, it was 357, also not that many attempts. Let's check the report, the replay. Silence, of course. I'm now immune, so the first heal will always actually go through from my Theodora. Let's see if I maybe hit one confuse in the gap, because I'm also running battle stance. Battle stance is very important to hit, to try to hit the gap when Fufei's energy regeneration is so high. No, not really. I can't hit the gap because it's always her ultimate's up again, and then like 6 seconds. It doesn't take 6 seconds, because then the energy regeneration is pretty high. It depends. I think it's still a bit just lucky. I think you can't really play a different skill to outplay the healing and the energy regeneration, because that is pretty it's a lot. 151 energy regeneration is just a lot, and that explains also why you can't really confuse her. We saw in the other report with Himiko there was it was a good timing for the other setup. I couldn't do it. I couldn't confuse like the Loki or Charles. Of course, I can't confuse Fufei or Alex because they are immune, but still, it didn't work. Also, my Mango actually most likely did the damage, and this is also what I explained to you. Blade Vortex is the main damage. She can't get rid of it because she's not running, and her Alex is just pretty useless because the Blade Vortex is not doing any damage. Also in the second report, I think, in the first one, I mean, there was also Blade Vortex a bit because my Theodora was quite often confused, so I didn't remove the Blade Vortex of my team. Okay, so why do we not exchange Theodora for Fufei? Because the healing is just not enough, and the meta is at the moment Blade Vortex plus Executioner, so you still want to have Theodora in your team to just remove the negative effects. It removes all the continuing damage effects. That is pretty nice. I'm not sure if it also works with Poseidon, because Poseidon, I can just check Killua. He attacked me like 2 times or pretty often. I'm not sure if it works versus his giant wave. But I think, okay, that is not important now. So that is the removing is one of the most important things that you want to have, the negative effects and the damage continuing effects. So this is why you want to keep her, and for a big reason. And secondly, if you want to play the back line of Theodora and Fufei, you need 100% Poseidon, because Poseidon is making the team to not be able to use some shields like the Charles effect or the energy shield, and then you can deal like pure damage to the team. This is the only setup actually that's working. I saw one time Manko with the Fufei Theodora combo, the damage is not enough. Manko's not dealing enough damage to it. Poseidon can deal like up to 90 million damage, I think. So, and also the possibility to not run Fighting Master on Poseidon to give him like pure damage skills that is benefiting him. This is what you want to do. So when you don't have Poseidon, you can also try other setups, but you will be able to defend in you will be able to defend some battles. I think I somewhere I have like I had some battles. I think last Illusion Battlefield. Oh no, not in. I'm not in PRD. So I saw there was one Fufei, Loki, Charles, and Athena, and Alex, and the Alex is not doing a lot of damage. So you will be able to defend as usual, but you won't be able to attack or deal a lot of damage. So I think that is everything what I wanted to tell you about Fufei, and in comparison to Theodora. Yeah, so maybe that helps you a bit to think about which Chaos model you're going first or second. Yeah, thank you for watching.